So hello and welcome to this Adobe Animate tutorial, and in this video I am going to show you how you can create an infinitely looping background with JavaScript. And I have this technique from a course which is on the plural site. Joseph Lebrec has the course, and I'm going to put the link in the description, but it's like you have to pay, but it's a very good course. But yeah, this is like a little animation with the JavaScript, and yeah. I have these trees from the site Freepik, and I'm going to put a link in the description. But in this tutorial, I am just going to give you the PNGs that I have created from that. So I am going to provide you this, but yeah, you can use any image, any vector, and it's going to be working fine. So now I will go to the Adobe Animate, and I'm going to create new documents. So I will go with Ctrl N, Command N. And I am going to choose maybe 600 by 400. You can choose anything, but if you want to follow along exactly, because we are going to be using these numbers, you may choose the same width and height that I have. I want this to be HTML5 canvas because we are going to write JavaScript, and frame rate I am going to keep 24, that's fine, and I am going to click create. Now I will go to the place where I have my images, and I am going to select all of them, and I am going to drag them to the Adobe Animate like so. Now I will have to convert them to the symbol, so yeah, I am going to position them like so. And by the way, if you cannot see things outside of the stage, you can click this clip content outside of the stage and you will be able to see them. Now what I want to do is I would like to convert them to the symbol one by one. So I'm going to click on this one, I will go to the modify, convert to symbol or F8. And I can call this to be T1, like a tree number 1. I want this to be a movie clip, and the registration point for this one really doesn't matter that much, but later on we are going to be putting the registration point at the left up corner. I have a tutorial about this, but yeah, I can put it in here like so, but yeah, and I'm going to click OK. The same thing with this one, F8, this is going to be T number 2, okay, this one, F8, is going to be T number 3, this one, F8, is going to be number 4, and now the last one, F8, and is going to be number 5, and I'm going to click OK. Now, if I want, I can get rid of them, I can select all of them, and I can delete them, because right now I have them in the library, and I can use them from here. We have in the library PNGs, and we have in the library right now are movie clips. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a rectangle tool, and I do not want to have the stroke color, and I'm going to choose some green color, and I am going to draw a shape like so. Okay, maybe something like this. Now I am going to click on this, and I am going to unlock these proportions, and I want this to be 600, the size of my stage. So I do not want this to be bigger, I just want to have this exactly as the size of my canvas, so 600. And the X position I would like to put to the 0 like so. The Y position and the height, that's up to you, but you do not want to have this like so with the empty space. So yeah, I would like to put it like so. And if I'm going to have this 130 and I'm going to put this to be 270 right now, it's going to be exactly like so. But yeah, this is not that important, and I will go to the library and I'm going to get some of the trees. So I am going to get maybe this one, I am going to get this one, and I am going to get the last one like so. Now I would like to scale them a little bit, so I am going to select all of them with the shift like so, and I will go to the transform, and I am going to lock the proportions, and I am going to make them little bit smaller, maybe something like this, and okay. I am not going to play with design. You can make them like bigger, smaller, whatever, but I am going to just put them like so, because this is tutorial about JavaScript, not about the design. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create new layer, and this is going to be our background layer. And I will go back to the properties, and I'm going to get the rectangle tool, and I'm going to choose some kind of background. So I am going to choose this kind of little blue color to be like a blue sky, and I am going to draw a shape like so. Now this layer 2, I can double click and I can rename this to be BG, and I'm going to put this down, and this one I can double click and rename to be trees, for example, and yeah. And this background, I'm going to click on this, and I will go to the properties, and I want this to be 600 by 400 and 0 and 0. So if you have this different, you will have to unlock this and manually type that this is going to be 600, this is going to be 400, 0 and 0, and yeah. So we are going to have something like this, and this should be the size of my canvas. And now what I'm going to do is I am going to select everything like so, and I'm going to convert all of this to the symbol. So I will go to the modify, convert to symbol, and I'm going to call this to be my trees, okay? And I'm going to put the registration point in here. I will, as I said, put the link in the description for the tutorial about the registration points if you want, but if you are going to put the registration point to the center, it would work, but you would have to have the different numbers. But yeah, I am going to put it in here, and I am going to click OK. Now I am going to delete this from my stage, because we are going to add this with the JavaScript. Okay, so I am going to create a new layer, and I can actually delete these two layers because I do not need them. And this is going to be code. So I will call this code, and I will right click, I will choose actions, and this is going to open me this text editor. Before of that, I forget one thing, and that's I will have to go to the library, and I have like movie clip my trees, but there is this linkage, and this is the name by which we are going to be targeting with the JavaScript. So I'm going to call this to be my trees, the same as the name of the movie clip, but this name is like optional. You can have this different than this name, but I'm going to put the same name. So yeah, and now I will go to the code. So I will right click, I will choose actions, and I'm going to declare a variable. So I can go let trees, for example. I can also call this to be my trees, but yeah, and I am going to make this equal to be a new lib, which stands for the library, and my trees, that's the name that we have created, and yeah. Okay, so we are going to declare this variable new library my trees and parentheses. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to type that stage dot add the child, and we are going to add child, which is going to be trees. And I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to paste this, and yeah. So right now this should put this to the stage. So I'm going to go with Control Enter, Command Enter to open this in the browser, and this is what we are going to have. Okay, and we have put the registration point to the center, because right now if I put trees x and trees y to be equal to 0, it is going to be the same way as we have this, because right now 0 and 0 is going to be in here, and that's why it's going to put it like so. If I would put this my canvas is going to be 300 by 400. So if I would put my trees.x to be 300 and my trees y to be 200, we would have it like so. So the center would be in here. So that's like the registration point, and yeah. Okay, but yeah, I am going to get rid of this. And what I can do right now is I'm going to create an even listener, which is going to be tick, and with this even listener we are going to move this. So I'm going to type that this refers to the main timeline. We can also go with the stage if we want, but I am going to type this on we want this to be on tick. And I also have a long tutorial about the tick. I could put that in the description, but tick is basically going to check my timeline 24 times per second, because we have 24 frames per second, and it is going to do the animation every 24 times in a second. But yeah, I am going to put this on tick, then comma, and I am going to call the function, which is going to be, for example, move bg, like the move background. Okay, now I am going to create the function, so I'm going to type function move bg, and I will go with Ctrl C, Ctrl V, parentheses, curly parentheses, and yeah. And now what I can do is I can go with trees, so I'm going to type trees dot x is going to be plus equal 5, for example. Okay, and this means that every 24 times per second this is going to move by 5 pixels. So in 1 second it's going to be 5 times 24, so it's going to move I don't know, it's 120 pixels. But yeah, I will go with Ctrl Enter, and this is what we are going to have. So we are going to animate this like so. I would like to animate this to the other direction. So what I'm going to do is, instead of plus, I am going to put a minus, and right now we are going to go to the left like so. And if I want to make this to be slower, I can make this to be maybe just 3, and yeah, this is what we are going to have. Okay, fine. Now I will just for the moment, later on I will put this back to the white. I will click anywhere, and I will go to the I will click on the stage, and I'm going to choose any color. I can go with something like this. This is something that I just want to show that right now this is going to go to the left, and that is going to be my background color. Now, what can we do right now? Because the animation is going to disappear off the stage. So what I'm going to do is I am going to duplicate this variable. So I'm going to type let trees number 2. I can go ahead and call this to be trees number 1, but then I have to change it in here and so on. So we are going to have trees, and we are going to have trees number 2, and I'm going to stage add child trees. And I'm going to duplicate this with Ctrl D or Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and we are also going to put stage add child trees number 2. And with this trees number 2, what I'm going to do, I will go with Ctrl C, and I will go with Ctrl V, and I'm going to put the trees number 2 dot x is going to be equal to be 600. Okay, and basically right now let me put this in here. So the trees number 1 is going to have the x0, so it's going to be in here, and the second one, and I'm going to duplicate this with Alt, but you do not need to, is going to have the x position on the 600, so it's going to be positioned in here like so. Okay, hopefully this makes sense, and I'm going to delete this from my library. And now what I can do is I can also move the trees number 2 to be minus equal 3. So I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm going to put trees number 2 x is going to be equal to be minus 3. So right now one more time I will put this on the stage, and we are going to have this like so, and we are going to have trees number 2 which are going to be in here, and right now we are going to move them, and it is going to be moving like so, but eventually it is going to also disappear like this. Okay, I will delete this from the stage, and I will go with Control Enter, Command Enter, and this is what we are going to have. So right now it is not disappearing because we have the second one, but eventually when the second one is going to go like this, it is going to disappear. So what can we do right now with this? I will one more time show you this on the stage. I will put my trees 1 like so, and I'm going to duplicate this like so. And now what I want to do is we are going to be animating this like so. And I want that if this number 1 is going to hit minus 600, okay, minus 600, I can go with view or its view rulers, and I could just show you that if I'm going to get the ruler, this is going to be minus 600, minus 602, but yeah. So in here it is going to be 0, in here it is going to be 600, and in here it is going to be minus 600. So what I want to do is when this one hits minus 600, I want to reposition this to be in here like so, and then it is going to be like still moving, and when the number 2 is going to hit minus 600, it's going to reposition in here like so, and they are just going to be changing like so. So yeah, I am going to delete this, and I will go back to my code, and in the function moveBG, what I'm going to do is I'm going to type an if statement. So if trees.x like so is going to be smaller or equal to minus 600. I could put this to be equal, but with the tick, it's like maybe we are not going to get exactly 600, so I want this to be smaller or equal to 600. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put trees.x to be 600. Okay, so as I showed you, when we are going to hit this minus 600, we want to position this to be on the 600. Okay, so hopefully this makes sense. And right now, if I go with Control Enter, I am going to have let me make this a little bit faster, so we do not have to wait so much. So I'm going to put this to be 7, and this is going to be 7, and I will go with Control Enter, and we are going to have the first one, then we are going to have the second one, then we are going to have this one, and then it is going to disappear. Okay, fine. Now we had a little bit of issue, but we are going to fix that. In here we had this little bit of space, but yeah, that's something we can later on focus on. And yeah, and I can do the same thing for the trees number 2. So I am going to copy this, Control C, and I am going to paste it in here, Control V, and I am going to set that if trees.x, if trees number 2.x is going to be smaller or equal to minus 600, then trees number 2.x is going to be equal to 600. And right now they are going to be changing like so, and we are going to have this like infinite. Okay, now I do not want to put this like so, but what I want to do is I am going to say that if trees.x is going to be minus 600, I want this trees.x to be equal to trees number 2.x, and I will explain this in the moment. Trees 2.x plus 600. And the same thing in here, I would like to put trees 2.x to be equal to trees.x, and we would like to put this plus 600 like so. I will just make sure that this is going to be working fine. So I'm going to have this like so, and yeah. And right now we are not going to have that issue. And the thing is that it could work potentially if we put this to be just plus 600, but now what we are going to have is let me one more time go like this, and I'm going to duplicate this like so. And I said that if this one, I will move it like so, if this one is going to be minus 600, So let me go back to the code. If this is going to be equal, smaller or equal to minus 600, I want this one to be equal to trees 2.x, and when this is going to be in here in minus 6, this one is going to have 0, and we are going to put 0 plus 600. But this way we are going to make sure that they are going to be always together, because when we are going to just put this to be 600, the tick is not going to get it immediately, because tick is only like 24 times per second, and yeah. So yeah, you saw that when we have only plus 600, there was an issue, and if we are going to put this like so, there is not going to be an issue. So yeah, I will go with the Control Enter one more time, and this is what we are going to have. And maybe you can see that there is a little like overlapping issue. So what I could do right now, if I want, I will delete one of them, and I can put this in here like so, and I can put it if I want to the 0 and 0. So I will put this to be 0, and I will put this to be 0, and I can go inside like so, and I can make this to be a little bit bigger. So I will go with Q, and I am going to hold Alt or Option, and I'm just going to extend this little bit, and I'm going to extend this a little bit like so. And yeah, and right now we are not going to have the overlapping, and we are going to have this like so. So yeah, and this is not the end. Maybe it's the end for some of you, but I just want to show you that so this is going to be clear, because right now we are like looping 3 trees and it is going to be all the same. So what I could do, and I am going to create a new document. So we are going to do this one more time, but right now a little bit different. So I'm going to go with Control N, and I am going to put this right now to be the same thing. So 600 by 400, like so. And we are just going to create the design one more time, and the code we are going to copy. So I am going to make this to be one more time green, and I am going to make this to be longer. So this is going to be right now the width is going to be 1200, and I'm going to put X to be 0. So we are going to have this like so, and I'm going to one more time get the trees in here. So let me create a new layer, and I will put some trees in here like so. And for now I can get rid of some of them, so I'm just going to have maybe 3 of them like so, and I'm going to convert them one more time to the symbol. So F8, not F9, F8, okay, F8, okay. Right now I am not going to name them. F8, okay. And now I am just going to put them in here like so, like so, like so. I can scale them a little bit like this, but I will have to constrain proportions, so something like this. And yeah, I just want to show you that you can create the background bigger. With like more variation. So I can have this like so, I can have this like so, and I can have this like so. So you may have like 6 different trees or whatever. And one more time I am going to create a new layer, and I'm going to create the background, and I'm going to make this to be some kind of blue color. So I'm going to choose something like this, and I am going to create the background. And right now this background, I want this to be 1200 by 400, 0 and 0, okay, and I'm going to put it down like so. And now I am going to have the same thing as we had in here, but right now I am going to have these like longer, so I can have the variation. I have the same trees, but I could have different trees. And now I can go ahead and convert this to the symbol F8, and I'm going to put the registration point in here, and I'm going to one more time call this to be my trees, and I will click OK. And I will go to the library, and I'm going to call this the same name, so my trees, like so. And now I am going to just copy the code that I have in here. So I'm going to copy this, Control C, and I'm going to go to this new document. So yeah, and I can actually delete this from the stage because we have this in the library, and I am going to go to the actions and I'm going to paste the code, and we are going to have the same thing. So we are going to have let trees is new library my trees, let trees 2 is new library my trees, stage add child trees, stage add child trees number 2, okay, but right now we are going to put the trees number 2 to not be on the 600, but we are going to put it to be 1200, and the same thing, we are going to have the tick. I can make this to be 7 if I want, that really doesn't matter. And right now I am going to put this that if the 3x is going to be minus smaller or equal to 1200, then I want trees.x to be equal to trees2.x plus 1200, and the same thing in here, like so, and like so. And right now we are going to have the same thing, same animation, but you could create like more variation, because right now the thing is that I can put it like so. So we are going to have this like so, but you probably know, and the duplication is going to be like this. And right now we are going to move this up to minus 1200, and then we are going to put this in here like so, and yeah. So yeah, basically this is it. This is all. I will get rid of this, and I will put this back to be white color, like so. And yeah, so I can put you this code in the description if you want. And in this tutorial, I am not going to show you how you can export this and so on. Hopefully you know, and if not, I may create a tutorial about like exporting, but yeah. So yeah, this is it. This is all. I hope that you have learned something. I hope that you are going to be able to use this in some kind of your projects, and this is something that you can use to some game or to some banners or whatever. So yeah, this is it. This is all. If anyone have been here until the end, you can write me that in the comments. That would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you very much, and goodbye.